So good afternoon. It is afternoon. This morning I spent time, well, I should say around 11 o'clock, I went out to the greenhouse and started spending time out there gathering up different foods and herbs. So over the last couple days we have been able to gather in not an abundant amount of food, but some. And what we wanted to do was to take my new dehydrator. It's an Excalibur. I'm so excited about this dehydrator. It's a 9-drawer. We're going to I cut up all of these different vegetables that I had gotten out of the greenhouse. I've got a lot of okra, and I got jalapenos, cayennes, and green peppers, and then a lot of summer yellow squash. So we're going to put these on the tray. Now, I don't know if any of you knew that you can dehydrate these things, but you can. And what we will do, instead of me canning stuff and making the house hot and, it's not enough to can. I decided that to dehydrate the stuff would be a much better idea. So we're going to do veggies this round, and then tomorrow we'll try to do some bananas and do banana chips. My bananas are almost really ripe finally. Some of them are ripe, the others aren't, and we will do those and make banana chips. Later I'm going to get a pineapple, and when I went to school at Fletcher, in Fletcher, North Carolina, as a teenager, they had a health food store there. And the health food store had pineapple rings that you could buy that had been dried, that had been dipped in honey previous. And I have thought about those things forever and a day because, I'm 65, and let's see, I reckon I was 16 whenever I was there. So that would be 49 years ago. So I haven't had any of those since then. I've had pineapples that have been dry but not dipped in honey. So we're going to actually try that and see how it works. First thing we're going to do is this. So we're going to do these. So I'll show you what you do. Number 1 through the 5th tray. They are run on an automatic timer. Then 5 through 9 can be run on totally and only temperature. You want to lay them out like this, and we'll speed this up so it won't be so slow. It'll be the fastest work I've ever done. This should take 4 to 8 hours. I'll check on it at the 4-hour range. I'll tell you what, I did these jalapenos and these chili and these cayenne peppers, and I thought I was going to cough myself to death because I inhaled when I shouldn't have. And the jalapeno stuff was just raging in the air. So I thought it was going to kill me. So you just don't breathe in whenever, at certain times. I'm so excited about this. I can put these in canning jars and not have to can. Now, I like to can. I don't mind doing that. But this is so much funner. So much more interesting is how I should put it. I mean, you're just doing something so different from what you usually do. Okay, now we'll go in between and fill in with some of the cayenne. Now it said to empty each one of the peppers of the seeds and there's white skin inside. I'm going to start to cough again. This stuff's fuming. Whew. But I decided that I was going to be a bad girl and not listen. So, I decided to try it with it whole instead. So, well, I figured if you can can some of this stuff whole, you should be able to do, this whole too. So, we'll see. Woo, this stuff's hot, man, I can tell you. Ugh! I'm trying to force myself not to cough. Okay, we got that one done. You don't want to overdo each tray. You know, you just want to do what you need to do. That one's a little too tall, so we won't put that in there. Well, uh-oh. Some of my peppers are just a little bit too thick. You're supposed to make them 1/4 of an inch thick, and I think a couple of them I might have got to where they were 1/2 inch thick instead. So we'll work on these too. Slice them up a little bit. This isn't something that is a total precision thing all the time, you know, so you just have to do the best you can. Let's put this back up there. I could put a couple jalapeno pieces on this tray. Fill it up. All right, now let's get the next one. So now we need to turn on the thermostat on this. We'll pull it closer into the line of work. Let's see, we need to put this one on 8 hours. And the top one on 125. We'll check everything in about 8 hours, see how it's going. This is the first time I've ever done this. Hopefully it turns out with all this work I've done. I've spent about an hour or so cutting up everything and cleaning everything. I'm excited. I'll let you know how it turns out in a couple days. You have a good day, good evening, and have a blessed evening as well, and a good night's rest. Bye, till next time. Good morning. 2 mornings later, or 2 days later, I should say, I have finished doing what I'm going to do for this week with the dehydrating. Got my new Excalibur the other day, which was just wonderful. Here are the things that I have not bagged up. We hope these come off very easy. We don't know what's going to happen. So, we have banana chips. I bought a bunch of bananas in hopes that everything would work out with this. So let's just see what happens. Well, they're coming off easy. Let's see, maybe what we'll do is take this part out and just shake it all about like hokey pokey. Washed my hands, don't worry. Everything's clean. Can't wait to taste these things. I've got a whole lot of stuff. The things that we put in the dehydrator the other day when I was showing you what to do. We had that a Got that all done. And then I added my herbs. Got those done. That's what's in the little tiny mason jars. The little ball jars. I bought those little jars. I haven't seen any more, but I bought them at Walmart. I thought they were just so cute. And I thought, well, I could put herbs in that. Bought them about 6 months ago or so. And they're perfect for herbs. They fit perfectly. Well, it takes a little longer than I was hoping for the bananas. I was hoping they'd just fall off, but, you know, not everything does the way we want it to do. The good news is, I have bananas that have been dehydrated. What better snack to give grandkids, children, if you are still young enough to have small children. Eat as a snack for Grumpy and me. Grumpy and I are fixing to go. He has a job to do down at Beaufort, North Carolina, which is off our coast. So we're going to go down for 2 days, let him do that job, and come back. So I told you I would show you my little man. He's quite the cutie. I used to raise golden retrievers, but part of the reason my health is the way it is because of the dogs. They kept throwing me to the ground and tore the cartilage up in my knees. A little later, after I got over the shock of all that, I wanted a dog again, so I bought my first Chihuahua. Her name is Bitsy, and she's 5 years old, and she's never had puppies. She can still have puppies, but just never, I don't know, she just never has come, since I bought my boy, or got my boy dog, she's never come into heat again. So, I don't know what happened with that. I reckon he scared it out of her. I also did, and these will have to be refrigerated because they didn't run as long as, they were supposed to run 28 hours, and I don't know, if I ran them 28 hours, there wouldn't be nothing left of them. So, we'll just put them in a bag and did some apricots. We'll put them in a bag and put them in the refrigerator. So this is what fruit looks like whenever you don't put those chemicals on it that make it look so pretty. This is what they would originally look like. And a lot of people are all about color and the way textures and stuff. So a lot of people would not eat. Maybe this would help. Yeah, that works a lot better. Oops. Well, I reckon Simon will get a banana chip to play with. I call my little Chihuahua, our second Chihuahua we got, let me back up a little bit. The second Chihuahua we bought, or didn't buy, but was given to us, he is the father of Simon. And he is a blue merle, long-haired Chihuahua. Now, blue merles have problems with skin and with hair if both parents were blue merles. And unfortunately, Mr. Needham is his name. His parents did have, I think if I understood correctly, they were both long-haired blues. So it means that they don't as much hair. Their hair tends to fall out some. He's still pretty. Sweetest little guy. Oh my goodness. I call my dogs kids. Calling them all to go to bed or whatever. I say, kids, it's time to go to bed. They all run towards their box. They all get in their crate. Thank the Lord for crates, because I'd lose my mind if they didn't have them. Let's go ahead and put these in real quick before I pull out anything else. The last items are apples. Now remember, this is all dehydrated. So if you wanted it hydrated back up, you would have to add water or juice, depending on what you want and what you're doing. It looks like big coins, like some kind of coins kids would play with. Mr. Needham makes the most beautifulest puppies. I have talked to some of the people who have had him as the fathers of their dogs. And he just makes gorgeous, gorgeous puppies. And I have to say, I do believe it because I have one of his puppies to sell. They're absolutely gorgeous. Just in something small. I'm going to go in their fridge. No sense in using a bag. I'm not wasting a bag. There's that. Now, last tray has apples. And these will remove for pretty easy. Then I'll show you what I've got here. When they were dehydrating, you could smell the apples throughout the house. And it smelled like apple pie in my house. I told y'all I didn't think I liked apple pie. I had to eat a lot of it when I was a kid, and I preferred chocolate pie or lemon meringue, something like that, or cherry pie. But I took one to church Sabbath, and lo and behold, I like apple pie, but I've had a break from it for a very long time. Put our little door back over it so that, there. Now, put these down here. Little residue pops off onto the cabinet. Okay, so what we've got, and I'm going to label these in a little bit, is we've had Pink Lady apples, the baked oatmeal, I should say. We have bananas, organic bananas. Everything's organic. And we have the cayenne peppers that I had put in. I had about 3 cayenne peppers that actually fell off that were green, and I just couldn't throw them away, so I put them in there too. Then we had all that massive amount of squash I had in that great big container. This is all I got. So it's okay. You know, like I said, hydrating does miracles. Here is just green bell peppers. I really like doing this. And this is all that okra I had. So it actually dehydrates very, very well and gets very, very small. And here's the apricots, of course. So the types of herbs that I have, and they smell just like the herbs. Oh my goodness, when you open it up, everything gets aromatic. We have, let's see, this one is dill. This one is parsley. And this one's basil. And then, last but not least, the fire. So, actually, I have to say our cayenne is even hotter than our jalapenos. But the jalapenos, they did just wonderful. I can't wait to do things like mushrooms, and because I really like mushrooms a lot. And so I was thinking about going and getting some morel mushrooms. I was going to get, I tried shiitake. I was not real impressed with shiitake. But I like portobellos, and I also enjoy button. And so I'm going to get some of those. Bob said, wow, I love this. Let's go to the farmer's market and get something and bring it back, and things that we don't have that, you know, and only buy organic, he said. So Harris Teeter has organic peaches. They're the only place I've been able to find any. And so I'm going to actually go and get some of their peaches. I think Walmart may have some too. And nectarines. I love nectarines. And Bob really likes peaches. So I'm going to get both. And then I was going to do some blueberries and different berries. You know, we have a lot of strawberries growing in the greenhouse. So anyway, I just want to encourage y'all that maybe you don't have time to can, but you can cut food up, because you're going to have to do it for one reason or another. Cut it up all at one time. Get you an Excalibur. I have a 9-drawer one because I thought, you know, for the little bit of time I have left on this earth, I'm going to have what I want because I need something that I can do a lot of on it. And so I bought the 9-drawer one. It was only $255 from, I think it was Amazon I got it from, but I might be wrong. Anyhow, it's so far proven to be a very well worth $255 spent because this way I don't have to can. And I don't have to worry about that if the electric goes out or whatever, I can't finish canning. You know, I have a way to be able to get water out of the ground. So even if there's no electric, you never know what's going to happen in this world. I can always pour water over things, hydrate it up, and eat it. So as far as I'm concerned, this is a really good way to go and a very good option. It doesn't heat your kitchen up in the summertime, and you do it really pretty fast. Most of these things only took about 8 hours to dehydrate. Some only took less than that. Have an absolute wonderful and blessed day today. I'm wearing a different dress because it is 2 days later from when I taped the first half of this. So thank you so much. And if you'll hold on, I'll go real quick, get my puppy, bring him in here and let you see him. So here's my little man. His name is Simon. Simon Says. And his ears haven't perked up yet, but they have been trying. And so by the time he's 6 months old, his ears should be up completely like a Chihuahua's ears would be. But he's a cutie pie. We love him a lot. He's just a sweet. He's 8 weeks old today. And so he gets his first shot this evening when Grumpy comes home because he'll have to hold him while I give him his first booster. He's a sweet little boy, having lots of fun with him. He's the one who takes up a lot of my time right now. So once he's sold, which will be a sad day, but, you know, they come and go. You have lots of puppies, you get rid of a lot of puppies. So his mother is completely, believe it or not, completely full white, just snow white. And his daddy is gray. So they can pull genetics from all different kinds of places. But he has 4 little brown boots. He's just a cutie pie, just sweet as can be. Has a good personality. Hey, folks, you have an absolute blessed and wonderful day. And thank you so much for joining me here in Granny's Kitchen. Bye. Till next time.